Welcome, everybody, and thank you so much for coming. And so let's just go straight into our time, this wonderful time that we have just to open our hearts and send love and gratitude to our beloved earth. Let's take some slow, deep breaths to get into that peaceful, receptive state. So we breathe in slowly and deeply. We hold our breath. We breathe out. And then we hold our breath. Let's do that for a few more breaths. Now let's listen for our heartbeat. Our heartbeat, which is a pulse of light coming down through the silver cord from our mighty iron presence, anchoring in our heart, giving us life. Let's just see and feel and bless that heartbeat. That heartbeat that anchors into that beautiful threefold flame, which is the anchorage of our mighty I Am presence within our physical bodies. Let's just connect with that beautiful flame as we sit in that expanded golden flame in the center, golden yellow flame of wisdom and illumination, perception and discrimination. We see our bodies in this beautiful, dazzling golden flame. To the right, we can see the pink flame, that glorious, dazzling pink flame of pure divine love. And then we see to the left of us that beautiful, expanded flame, that sapphire blue, bringing into us the feeling of the will, the power, the faith, and the protection from our mighty I Am presence. See and feel and bless this glorious light. Let's take our awareness now up through the top of our head, through the silver cord, to our mighty beloved I Am presence. Let's see this glorious, all-powerful, all-knowing, all-loving presence smiling down on us. Our wonderful presence of God, I Am. And now we see in the center of our chest a beautiful golden sun forming, dazzling and brilliant like the noonday sun. The beautiful focus of light from our I Am presence. Open our hearts and send love and gratitude to our mighty I Am presence for beating our heart and giving us life. And now we see those rays from our beautiful sun in the center of our chest, dazzling and brilliant, billions and billions of rays, going forth and connecting up with each and every miniature sun in all the cells of our bodies, our four earthly bodies, all those little inner wakas receiving this expanded light. Let's feel the joy, the happiness, and the gratitude of each and every little inner waka of our four earthly bodies. Sense and see and feel that wonderful light saturating our earthly bodies. And now let's just fill our feelings with a feeling of love and gratitude. And let's call to the beloved Ascended Masters, the beloved Ascended Master David Lloyd, the great God of gratitude, to fill us, each one and all mankind, with this feeling, that light substance from the Ascended Master realm of gratitude and love. We see our beautiful suns turning a deep shade of pink with a golden radiance. Gratitude and love for all our many, many blessings. Gratitude and love to the great Ascended Hosts for these marvelous teachings. Gratitude and love for all our loved ones and our friends. Gratitude and love for our homes and our supply. Gratitude and love for all the many, many blessings that we receive daily on our earthly journeys. Gratitude to the great and beloved elemental kingdom, animate and so-called inanimate, the beauty and bounty of nature. God bless, love and thank them, each and every precious one. Gratitude to the beloved angels, and gratitude to all life on our beloved earth. And now we see these rays in this wonderful expanded state, forming a lattice of light, dazzling and brilliant. We see our entire earth folded in this glorious pink and golden light, saturating every part of life on our beloved earth, especially those parts of life that are never loved or thanked, with this wonderful gift, our opportunity of sending love, light, and gratitude to all life. And we just give deep, deep thanks for this. Thank you. Beloved Trish, do you have a screen? Would you like to read the opening invocation?
Thanks, Anthea. Hello, everyone. Before reading the words of a master, we say together with our mics muted, as suggested by beloved Lord Katumi, Beloved Presence of God, I am. It is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Katumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and for mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself. There, instruct me. Cause me to retain the full memory of these inner instructions. Thank you. From beloved Saint Germain.
Thank you so much, beloved Trish. All right, so today we've got something slightly different. We're going to listen to Washington's Vision, which is very interesting, I believe. But before we listen to it, I wanted to just read a couple of messages that were given through Norman from the Great Divine Director. Obviously, this was many years ago, but they're sort of all related to the topic. So it's actually very interesting. And also a warning from beloved Saint Germain, which was given to Pearl and Bob, not the same Pearl and Bob that we know from the Magic Presence, but Pearl, who was the teacher of beloved Peter Mount Shasta. So it's just interesting. And then we're going to listen to this. It's read by Gerald Craig, courtesy of the Saint Germain Foundation. And then we've got a short video, All Evil is as Chaff Before a Mighty Wind. That's from beloved Saint Germain from the Magic Presence. It's from the last chapter. We know it's a really important chapter with lots of secret messages in there. And then beloved Terry is going to read for us, the Goddess of Liberty from Ascended Master Light. And also just a short thing from Mighty Cosmos and Master Uriel, all related to this. It's all quite, it's just so, I think, important for us to understand this. Then I'm going to read from beloved Mighty Omega from our central sun, the head of our central sun, beloved Omega, and yeah, so it's just from Omega, bless her, thank you. And then John is going to take us through our decrees. We know such an important part of the whole thing, calling in the light. So let's just read this. So this is from Norman, and this was on the 8th of December, 2012. And in the morning, he came down. I'll never forget it. He came down to the sanctuary and he said 3 times the thought came very clearly to him in the morning, read Washington's vision. And we'd recently got a copy of this Washington's vision through a very unusual circumstance because we knew nothing about it, but it's too long to tell you the story now, but it was an absolutely a divine story of how we actually got it. But then again, on that same month, 29th of December, 2012, Norman used to be woken up at exactly 2 a.m. There was on his like electronic clock thing, and he was told, take up thy pen. And then this is what the great divine director said to him. He said, beloved children of the light, contemplate thus. Guidance from above is naught without one seeking the true intended meaning and desire within the blessings given. And then he said, an example is Washington's vision. Study, 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 for it is within. So then it was obviously very important that we had to go and study it. And so we were giving this clear message to study it, which we did. And then was a warning from beloved Saint Germain, and I just thought it was very pertinent. And he said, I say to you, and bear it well in your consciousness, every nation, every government that does not serve the light, that will not recognize a power greater than itself, that refuses to give liberty and love to its people, that nation shall perish, every one. The most powerful will destroy those less powerful, then the powerful will destroy one another, until finally humanity will learn again what they once learned thousands of years ago, that God alone is great, that light is eternal, and that love alone is real. And I just thought it is just so important. I remember Peter actually sending that out one time on I think it was his Instagram feed. Now we're going to listen to Washington's vision. It's just marvelous, but we have to look at this, what they're actually symbolizing there and what's being told. It's very interesting, I believe.
Washington's Vision, originally published by Wesley Bradshaw, copied from a reprint in the National Tribune, Volume 4, Number 12, December 1880, may be secured from the St. Germain Press, Incorporated. The last time I ever saw Anthony Sherman was on the 4th of July, 1859, in Independence Square. He was then 99 years old and becoming very feeble, but though so old, his dimming eyes rekindled as he gazed upon Independence Hall, which he came to gaze upon once more before he was gathered home. Let us go into the hall, he said. I want to tell you an incident of Washington's life, one which no one alive knows of except myself. And if you live, you will before long see it verified. From the opening of the Revolution, we experienced all phases of fortune, now good, now ill, one time victorious, another conquered. The darkest period we had, I think, was when Washington, after several reverses, retreated to Valley Forge, where he resolved to pass the winter of '77. Oh, I have often seen the tears coursing down our dear old commander's careworn cheeks, as he would be conversing with confidential officer about the condition of his poor soldiers. You have doubtless heard the story of Washington going to the thicket to pray. Well, it was not only true, but he used often to pray in secret for aid and comfort from God, the interposition of whose divine providence brought us safely through those dark days of tribulation. One day, I remember it well, the chilly winds whistled through the leafless trees. though the sky was cloudless and the sun shone brightly, he remained in his quarters nearly all the afternoon, alone. When he came out, I noticed his face was a shade paler than usual, and there seemed to be something on his mind of more than ordinary importance. Returning just after dusk, he dispatched an orderly to the quarters of the officer I mentioned, who was presently in attendance. After a preliminary conversation of about half an hour, Washington, gazing upon his companion with that strange look of dignity which he alone could command, said to the latter, "I do not know whether it is owing to the anxiety of my mind or what, but this afternoon as I was sitting at this table, engaged in preparing a dispatch, something seemed to disturb me. Looking up, I beheld standing opposite me a singularly beautiful female. So astonished was I, for I had given strict orders not to be disturbed, that it was some moments before I found language to inquire the cause of her presence. A second, a third, and even a fourth time did I repeat my question, but received no answer from my mysterious visitor except a slight raising of the eyes. By this time I felt strange sensations spreading through me. I would have risen, but the riveted gaze of the being before me rendered volition impossible. I essayed once more to address her, but my tongue had become useless. Even thought itself suddenly became paralyzed. A new influence, mysterious, potent, irresistible, took possession of me. All I could do was to gaze steadily, vacantly, at my unknown visitant. Gradually, the surrounding atmosphere seemed as though becoming filled with sensations and luminous. Everything about me seemed to rarefy, the mysterious visitor herself becoming more airy and yet more distinct to my sight than before. I now began to feel as one dying, or rather to experience the sensations which I have sometimes imagined accompany dissolution. I did not think, I did not reason, I did not move. All were alike impossible. I was only conscious of gazing fixedly, vacantly, at my companion. Presently, I heard a voice saying, "Son of the Republic, look and learn," while at the same time my visitor extended her arm eastwardly. I now beheld a heavy white vapor at some distance, rising fold upon fold. This gradually dissipated, and I looked upon a strange scene. Before me lay spread out in one vast plain all the countries of the world, Europe, Asia, Africa, and America. I saw rolling and tossing between Europe and America the billows of the Atlantic, and between Asia and America lay the Pacific. "Son of the Republic," said the same mysterious voice as before, "look and learn." At that moment I beheld a dark, shadowy being like an angel, standing, or rather floating, in mid-air between Europe and America. Dipping water out of the ocean in the hollow of each hand, he sprinkled some upon America with his right hand, while with his left hand he cast some on Europe. Immediately a dark cloud raised from each of these countries and joined in mid-ocean. For a while it remained stationary, and then moved slowly westward until it enveloped America in its murky folds. Sharp flashes of lightning gleamed through it at intervals, and I heard the smothered groans and cries of the American people. A second time the angel dipped water from the ocean and sprinkled it out as before. The dark cloud was then drawn back to the ocean, in whose heaving billows it sank from view. A third time I heard the mysterious voice saying, "Son of the Republic, look and learn." I cast my eyes upon America and beheld villages and towns and cities springing up one after another until the whole land from the Atlantic to the Pacific was dotted with them. Again I heard the mysterious voice say, "Son of the Republic, the end of the century cometh. Look and learn." At this time the dark, shadowy angel turned his face southward, and from Africa I saw an ill-omened spectre approach our land. It flitted slowly over every town and city of the latter. The inhabitants presently set themselves in battle array against each other. As I continued looking, I saw a bright angel, on whose brow rested a crown of light, on which was traced the word Union, bearing the American flag, which he placed between the divided nation, and said, "Remember, ye are brethren." Instantly the inhabitants, casting from them their weapons, became friends once more and united around the national standard. Again I heard the mysterious voice saying, "Son of the Republic, look and learn." At this the dark, shadowy angel placed a trumpet to his mouth and blew 3 distinct blasts, and taking water from the ocean, he sprinkled it upon Europe, Asia, and Africa. Then my eyes beheld a fearful scene. From each of these countries arose thick black clouds that were soon joined into one, and throughout this mass there gleamed a dark red light, by which I saw hordes of armed men who, moving with the cloud, marched by land and sailed by sea to America, which country was enveloped in the volume of cloud. And I dimly saw these vast armies devastate the whole country and burn the villages, towns, and cities that I beheld springing up. As my ears listened to the thundering of the cannon, clashing of swords, and shouts and cries of millions in mortal combat, I heard again the mysterious voice saying, "Son of the Republic, look and learn." When the voice had ceased, the dark, shadowy angel placed his trumpet once more to his mouth and blew a long and fearful blast. Instantly, a light as of 1,000 suns shone down from above me and pierced and broke into fragments the dark cloud which enveloped America. At that same moment the angel upon whose head still shone the word Union, and who bore our national flag in one hand and a sword in the other, descended from the heavens, attended by legions of white spirits. They immediately joined the inhabitants of America, who I perceived were well nigh overcome, but who, immediately taking courage again, closed up their broken ranks and renewed the battle. Again, amid the fearful noise of the conflict, I heard the mysterious voice saying, "Son of the Republic, look and learn." As the voice ceased, the shadowy angel for the last time dipped water from the ocean and sprinkled it upon America. Instantly the dark cloud rolled back, together with the armies it had brought, leaving the inhabitants of the land victorious. Then once more I beheld the villages, towns, and cities springing up where I had seen them before, while the bright angel, planting the azure standard he had brought in the midst of them, cried with a loud voice, "While the stars remain and the heavens send down dew upon the earth, so long shall the Union last." And taking from his brow the crown on which blazoned the word Union, he placed it upon the standard, while the people, kneeling down, said, Amen. The scene instantly began to fade and dissolve, and I at last saw nothing but the rising, curling vapor I at first beheld. This also disappearing, I found myself once more gazing upon the mysterious visitor, who in the same voice I had heard before said, Son of the Republic, what you have seen is thus interpreted. 3 great perils will come upon the Republic. The most fearful is the 3rd, passing which the whole world united shall not prevail against her. Let every child of the Republic learn to live for his God, his land, and Union. With these words, the vision vanished, and I started from my seat and felt that I had seen a vision wherein had been shown to me the birth, progress, and destiny of the United States. Such, my friends, concluded the venerable narrator, were the words I heard from Washington's own lips, and America will do well to profit by them.
You may now stop the tape and sing.
There we have it. It's just so profound. It's so interesting that Godfrey Ray King in his previous life was George Washington. And, you know, obviously, as we know, if you read Unveiled Mysteries, how long he was working with Saint Germain. And also when that great angel placed that azure standard there of unity, and we know that was beloved Jesus, because he's the great cosmic angel Mecca of unity. And I do believe now that we're at this critical stage, and I think that that 3rd episode is now, you know, about to pass, and it's going to be in this marvelous golden age dawning. So for me, it was also you know, just such a wonderful feeling and a mighty victory. So now we're going to listen to this. This is from this is Saint Germain's words: "Chaff unto a mighty wind." Chaff unto a mighty wind. This is an excerpt from The Magic Presence by Godfrey Ray King, a discourse from beloved Saint Germain. He says, "The outer world likes to flatter its vanity by the feeling that it has the ability to accomplish great things. But so far as the control and perfection of the feeling is concerned, the outer world is still in a savage state. Human beings sting each other as well as themselves through vicious feelings, just as surely as does the scorpion. The predominant feeling in our modern world is terrifically vicious when personalities are opposing and criticizing those who disagree with them. So-called civilized people commit murder every day of the week through sending out angry and irritated feelings that kill the higher impulses in others. It is the feeling of the race that needs to be redeemed and saved from its own self-generated destruction. Until the individual understands the need of self-control in regard to his feelings in the waking consciousness, it is impossible to maintain any permanent forward movement of a constructive nature. All the accomplishment that is not attained through the feeling of divine love is but temporary, for divine love alone is the way to permanent perfection. It is pitiful to see how for centuries the human race has occupied its time and used its energy to build up things through thought, and at the same time tear its creation to pieces by inharmonious feelings. It is childish and is a stubborn refusal to fulfill the eternal plan of perfection. The hour is at hand when the great cosmic law which governs this system of worlds is releasing a tremendous expansion of the light of the mighty I Am Presence throughout our group of planets, and whatever cannot accept the power of that light is consumed thereby. So mankind need no longer fool itself with the idea that it can generate destructive feeling and survive. The end of the former dispensation has come, and all things are made new. Let him who runs read, that he may learn the ways of light while there is yet time. There is no evil anywhere on this earth, or any other, except that which human beings have generated themselves, sometime, somewhere. Most of it has been done through ignorance, but a great deal has been done willfully by those who ought to know better, and who are fully aware of their wrongdoing. The individual who uses his intellect to foster destructive activities in the new cycle into which we have recently entered must face his own destruction, for its recoil is inevitable. It will be swift and definite, for the present activity is expressing such speed that the recoil is many times only a matter of hours, weeks, or months at most, where, heretofore, it has been a matter of years. The Ascended Masters work ceaselessly to have humanity understand and see this. There is a great cosmic wheel of progress which affects our entire Earth. It governs the expansion of light in the entire system to which this planet belongs. When that wheel turns to a certain point, and it is nearer than mankind realizes, it will focus certain rays of energy upon the Earth. Then the resistance to greater good that is set up by puny, selfish personalities and unawakened mentalities will be as chaff before a mighty wind. The efforts of those human beings will be useless, and they will be compelled to obey a power far greater than their own selfish cravings. So that's from Beloved Saint Germain, and that's in the last chapter of the Magic Presence. Really, and I think that we're getting to that stage. I really do think so. Hope so. And now, Beloved Terry's going to read for us. Thank you, Beloved Terry.
Thank you. Greetings, everyone. The Goddess of Liberty, an excerpt from Ascended Master Light. Never before has the cosmic light come to the assistance of mankind. It bears repeating because I am sure many do not understand what is meant by the cosmic light. It is the consciously projected activity from the heart of the great intelligence who governs the system of worlds, which the messengers have brought to you as the great central sun. That is the power from whence comes the cosmic light to the earth. It is consciously projected by those great beings there. Therefore, you see it is not something atmospheric. While it does act within the atmosphere, yet it is directed by a mighty intelligence, and that is what I am sure many have not been aware of. And it is why all the pleading of humanity, beloved ones, makes no difference with that great light. Perhaps it would be well for me to remind you how mankind has ignored such opportunities in the past, when great blessings have been offered them. Take, for instance, for your instruction tonight, in the civilization of the buried cities of the Amazon, recorded in the Unveiled Mysteries, they were warned 5 years before the cataclysm came. After 1 year had passed, then 2 years had passed with nothing occurred. The human qualities began to stir within them, and they said, "It is all a mistake." They became more and more brazen. When the 5 years were up and everything became still, the hearts of those people who had denied the wisdom which gave them warning felt that fear clutch them, and before dawn, the great destructive powers had done their work. Today, mankind is facing far worse conditions. When we give you encouragement for your accomplishment, please take it as encouragement. Make more earnest, dynamic efforts in your call. That is why we give you encouragement, not so you can relax your call, power, or energy for that which is required. If you do, then God help mankind. The power, the intelligence, the assurance is yours today, is here for your use, O people of America. You can have it if you will. We cannot force it upon you. So, dear people, if there are those of your acquaintances who cannot accept this understanding, which Saint Germain has brought forth, at least plead with them for the need of protection to America, their country. That is the great need today. Beloved mighty cosmos, July 22nd, 1938. I have sent 2 of the secret rays, making 9 in all in the full power of the unfed flame. This means the victory of the cosmic light on earth, the light of God that never fails. During the hour 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. is the only time it can be done in an entire 1,000-year period. Otherwise, I would have had to wait another 500 years for another opportunity. It is the greatest action that has come to the earth in 2.5 million years. Beloved Master Uriel, July 23rd, 1938. Last night, the whole atmosphere of the earth changed. Some of the light as of 1,000 suns came forth.
Thank you, beloved Terry. So that's it. So we know that even from that song, but this is also in the Ascended Master Light books, or the Ascended Master Love and Truth. And so that has been coming in greater and greater increments, we're told, that light, that mighty cosmic light, that light is of 1,000 suns. And this is from Beloved Mighty Victory, and it's about the beloved Goddess of Liberty. And the Goddess of Liberty, we're told, was the first one that actually met Saint Germain when he did his ascension in 1684 in that marvelous, huge mansion in the Carpathian Mountains in Transylvania, Romania. It was beloved Goddess of Liberty that met him. But anyway, so she's obviously works very closely with Saint Germain. And this is what Mighty Victory says. He says, do you realize, beloved ones, what your Goddess of Liberty means to you? I'm not speaking of the statue. I'm speaking of the reality, the mother of the American people, the godmother of you, wondrous beyond all words. In preparation for your coming, she, in that great moment, revealed to Washington the future of America, the episodes that were to take place. But because there were not sufficient individuals having the understanding of life, the first 2 episodes took place exactly as was shown. The Goddess of Liberty saw if something more than ordinary were not brought forth to the assistance of mankind, the people would perish completely in the 3rd episode. That great one was shown the power of light. How could that power be released? Not by the light itself. Then how did her great presence of life know sufficiently clear to say, if necessary, that light as of 1,000 suns would be released to dissolve and consume all human viciousness and discord from the planet? Then her great presence must have seen there would be enough of humanity awaken to the power of their iron presence to make the calls which would enable the power of the cosmic light to release itself at a given time, to do its perfect work. You heard me say at a given time. That is not prophecy, a given time according to the call released by humanity. So really, it's so interesting how it all works, and all these wonderful, these things that we've given so that we can understand exactly what we're doing and how important our calls are. So the more we make the calls, our decrees, the quicker the light can come and take command. And that is really, I believe, what's been happening, because there's thousands, I believe, of students now that understand this and make the calls daily for that light. Anyway, so now we're going to just make, as we do every week, our calls for our brothers and sisters that have left their physical bodies and now caught in those astral realms. So we say together, beloved presence of God, I am in me, and beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain, while my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream, including that in my causer body, be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms to draw that full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be drawn into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and they have the accumulated destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so that when they are summoned for re-embodiment by the lords of karma, they bring into incarnation only a heritage of perfection and carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We accept this done now with full cosmic power, and so be it, beloved I am, and we thank you. And we thank Saint Germain and beloved Archangel Michael. They got the dispensation to enable them to make all these loads of, obviously we're not told exactly how many, it's probably increasing all the time, but these violet flame temples in the astral realm, so that people can be taken immediately to them and start to redeem their karma and learn about their own presence. All right, this is lovely. This is a short one, but it's just lovely about the animals before we say our decree for them.
Hi, buddy.
So amazing. It's just so, always think of beloved Saint Germain, so determined to save our beloved earth. And I just think of all the wonderful people. It's just not surprising that he was just never gave up. And so now we say together, beloved iron presence of all mankind, charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort to the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it, and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done, and we thank you. Thank you. And now I'm going to read from beloved mighty Omega, obviously the great central sun and the divine complement of beloved Alpha. And she says, when we came to Earth on this cosmic mission, apparently this was in the 80s, when we came to Earth on this cosmic mission, the planet was surrounded with a tremendous volume of iniquity. And I'm very happy to tell you that because of your cause, your harmony, your happiness, and the pressure of your light, combined with ours, that 50% of that effluvia has been removed. Last Sunday, when beloved Alpha stood on this platform, through his body, a ray was anchored into the substance of this earth. This was a preparatory move, for early this morning, before any of the cheetahs came to the sanctuary from the Temple of Peace around our sun, the ray of permanent peace was anchored right into the substance of this earth at this point. And that was Shambhala, Long Island, New York, which we know is very important, and that's the retreat we're currently calling for that light to be released from. She says, my God, my all, how grateful we are that the Chelas cooperated with us. Do you not think that we are all extremely happy to be guests here at Shambhala? We love you. We love your dedication to service. And I could not take the so-called element of time to tell you the names of the various members of the hierarchy here present, who are so grateful that you have progressed thus far. Deep gratitude flows to the flaming presence within your hearts. You are now the golden man, the Christ going forth in the legions of our beloved Lord and King, the Ascended Master Saint Germain. Now I have something else that I think will bring tremendous ecstasy to your beings. When we came to Shambhala, there was much consideration as to how the earth would be moved into the orbit of Uranus without too much devastation. Beloved Alpha and I, all in one in all, the Father, Mother, God of the system, have promised beloved Helios and Vesta, the God parents of this earth, we know they're the head of the hierarchy of our sun, we have promised them that should light be lacking at this time of this move, that we would release to them sufficient light to guarantee safe convoy of the earth. Across the earth, in flaming letters of golden light this day, is written, Ascension in the light assured. So you see, my children, this is the greatest moment since the last golden age. I entreat you, I admonish you, I use every word that would appeal to you. I counsel you, I beg of you, hold the harmony, hold the harmony. Call to that great being harmony, beloved God Lemore, to call to him and ask him to assist you, because until that transition into the orbit of Uranus is accomplished, the sinister force is still active, is still cunning. While we do not wish to recognize things of the sort, the sinister force is below the realms of light, and we must be ever vigilant, and upon you we depend. And we know that the golden edict of victory would not be in the atmosphere of earth if victory was not assured. So there, I'm sorry I put a small g there for beloved God Lemore. But anyway, so there it was. So we know now that that mighty decree was issued by mighty Alpha, and this is this light coming forth from the great central sun. That light is of 1,000 suns. So amazing, that cosmic light. And now we've got this lovely song to Mighty Cosmos. Thank you, beloved Mighty Cosmos. And just before we hand over to John, because there's a lot of sort of talk in the New Age and also amongst the scientists that there's a lot of light being released through our sun, and that there's going to be a mighty flash of light. So I thought it was just quite sort of pertinent today to actually go through this material. So if there is, that we all remain in that state of harmony, and that we are the vessels through which the ascended host can actually use to release it through the light, through the earth as well. So, because there's been a lot of, talk about this. So I just thought, it might be interesting to have this. Thank you, beloved John. You take over now. Thanks, John, beloved.
Thank you, beloved Anthea. Good evening, all. Thank you, beloved Anthea, for bringing us these teachings and these messages we so greatly need at this time. Now we focus our calls and our decrees as we give our love, our creative power, our wisdom, and our authority to our beloved I Am Presence. We say together, Mighty I Am Presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world, right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely, and illumine the source so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our tube of light protection. Beloved mighty I Am Presence, beloved Archangel Michael, and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. I am grateful that we are given whatever added protection is needed, and what we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. We thank you. Now we just take a moment and we see and visualize that mighty pillar of light, that brilliant blue and crystal light surrounding each and every one of us, 9 feet in diameter, 3 feet each side of us, that thick edge of the wall, stronger than any steel. See now Archangel Michael's armor of light around us, forming an impenetrable pillar of protection around ourselves, this group, our families, friends, and around every constructive person across the face of the earth. All of those standing up for truth, justice, and freedom. God bless, direct, perfect, and protect each and every one. We thank you. Our violet fire decree. Mighty I Am Presence, beloved Saint Germain, and those who minister to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire, and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels descend with your purple ones of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all, cause, core, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with ascended master consciousness, the divine plan fulfilled, and light from the secret love star. We thank you. Our decree for the elementals. I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing the great directors of the elemental kingdom, and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom, and remove from elemental life today the necessity for longer obeying the destructive impulses of mankind. And so be it. Beloved I am, we thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree, I am the presence charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world, with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection, right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. Our decree for the purification of our beloved earth. In the name of my mighty I am presence, and by the power of the great host of ascended beings, we demand a cosmic living sword of blazing flame continually strike into all human miscreations back to the very beginning, causing all negative energies and entities in the psychic and astral realms and in the consciousness of all mankind to cease to exist forever. Cause, score, effect, record, and memory, freeing all human and elemental life from that which was never meant to be, and ensuring the psychic and astral realm is no more. Replace it all with the immaculate concept for all life, ascended master consciousness, and light substance from the secret love star. That thy will be done, and so be it, and so it is. Beloved I am, we thank you. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice, blazing throughout the world, right now and forever. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all-powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done, everywhere, here and now. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world, right now and forever. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. Now, before we say our final decree, by the love-bound authority of our beloved mighty I am presence, we call to you, beloved mighty victory, to fill us with your full feeling of victorious accomplishment, that cosmic feeling of ascended master victory. We say together, I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere, right now and forever. We accept these calls, answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and doubled each instant of each hour, until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. Dearest Sanat Kumara, we send all our love, our gratitude, appreciation, and thanks to you for this gift of that beautiful love star that you have placed in the aura of every unascended being, radiating your love and pouring its flaming substance into our world, guiding us and helping to maintain peace and serenity in our worlds. Now we place our attention on that beloved secret love star, that mighty focus of cosmic divine love from our great central sun, supreme light that can never be requalified by human thoughts or feelings. Beloved secret love star, make each of us a living sun of pure divine love, radiating centers, so we may bless all those we interact with, every place we visit, and whomever we pass by. We send our deepest love and gratitude to the mighty beings from the great central sun, who maintain and sustain this great focus of love. We are most grateful. We give our deepest thanks for this and the opportunity of adding our own love and light to these calls. Thank you, beloved I am. Thank you, everybody, and blessings to all.
Thank you, beloved John. Oh, marvelous. And thank the beloved great central sun. And yeah, we're so grateful. All right, now, I'm just thinking who would like to read. Beloved Delia, would you like to read the closing invocation?
Good evening, everybody. Thanks, Anthea. The closing invocation. Beloved I am presence, and beloved Master Kuthumi, nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness, so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved presence of God I am, pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the masters. We thank you.
Marvelous. Thank you so much, beloved Delia. And now let's just take a moment, just deep gratitude for all these marvelous teachings and for our opportunity to call for the light and to serve at this really important time on our beloved earth. Just deep gratitude. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, everybody, thank you so much. Let me stop the recording.